In the previous video, we understood what Unity Catalog is and why centralized governance is necessary. Let me summarize previous video in 2 lines for you. Unity Catalog is a centralized governance layer in Databricks, and governance is needed to have control, security, and visibility over data across the organization. Now, in this video, we'll go deeper into Unity Catalog architecture, where it actually lives into Databricks, the 3-level namespace, and the demo on how to create Unity Catalog objects using both UI and SQL. And by the end of this video, you will clearly understand how Unity Catalog organizes and governs data inside Databricks. Welcome to my channel, That Databricks Guy, and let's get started with Unity Catalog architecture. Now, once we have created a Databricks account, governance needs to be centralized at account level, and Unity Catalog handles it at account level through Metastore. And this becomes the central control point. Now, to understand this, look at this diagram. Think of it as a centralized governance service for all the data and AI assets in Databricks. At the top of the Unity Catalog architecture, there's something called Metastore. Now, what exactly is a Metastore? A Metastore is something that stores metadata information such as table definition, schema, data locations, ownership, permission, lineage, etc. It does not store the actual data. It stores information about the data. So you can think of Metastore as centralized metadata catalog and governance engine for your account. Where can you find Metastore? For that, let's come to the home page of Databricks. Now, to find Metastore, irrespective if you are working in free edition or a paid edition, you can find Metastore either through the Catalog Explorer here and go to the settings. You can find it here, or from the home page, you can directly search for Metastores. This will also guide you to the Catalog Explorer, but it will give you the overview, sample data, details, permission, etc. for that particular Metastore. Now, to see the Metastore information, you will need to connect to a compute. In this case, let's connect to a compute. So, meanwhile, this is getting connected. Understand the Metastore as the highest level container in Unity Catalog. It is created at account level and acts as a central metadata and governance boundary. And in the free edition, we get one pre-configured Metastore. But in enterprise edition, one account can have multiple Metastores, which is typically one per region. So here, as you can see in the sample data, we have one Metastore, and you can also see the details of that Metastore. Why are you seeing only one Metastore? Because you are connected to one workspace. On the top right, you see there is a workspace. We'll see what workspace is in a minute. Okay, so you can see this information in your enterprise edition as well. Now, along with a Metastore in free edition, we are also provided with a workspace. So, what is a workspace? A workspace is a development and compute environment where we write code in notebooks, create jobs, SQL query, attach cluster or warehouse. And as the name suggests, it is the workspace where engineers and analysts interact with the data. Now, earlier, when we worked with Hive Metastore, each workspace had its own Metastore, and metadata was tightly coupled to that one workspace. And this made data sharing and data governance very difficult. But Unity Catalog changed this by decoupling the Metastore from workspace. As you can see in this diagram, multiple workspaces can be attached to a single Metastore. But since at one time you can be connected to one workspace, and that's why you are only able to see one Metastore in the Catalog Explorer. Okay. In most of the cases, you will be only able to see one Metastore because that is per region. In most cases, the data that you work with stays in one region. So, if you want to see the list of workspaces that you have, you can just click on the drop down here. For the free edition, we have only workspace that is in US East 2. But in the enterprise edition or in your organization, you would find multiple workspaces at this place. So this single Metastore enables centralized governance across multiple workspaces. And when the workspace is attached to a Metastore, it can access all the catalogs and objects inside that Metastore, subject to permissions, of course. Although in the free edition, we are limited to one workspace and one Metastore, but the architecture concept remains the same as enterprise environment. And this explains where Unity Catalog sits in overall Databricks architecture. It lives at the account level and governs everything inside a Metastore. Now, how that is actually done? And that's where we need to understand 3-level namespace. Now let's understand how Unity Catalog organizes data. Whenever we refer to any table in Unity Catalog, we use a 3-level namespace, that is catalog, schema, and object. And the fully qualified name looks something like catalog name.schema name.table. First of all, catalog, the top level container inside a metastore. You can find the catalog here on the home page on the left side. You can also search for Catalog Explorer. So what catalog is? A catalog is a top level container inside a metastore. It is used to logically separate the data, for example, by environment like dev, test, or prod, by departments as well like finance, marketing, and sales, etc. Catalog helps organize and isolate data at higher level. Now, in this Databricks, when you come to Catalog Explorer, you have an option to create catalog from UI. Okay. So using the UI, I have created the catalog. I can view the catalog or configure the catalog. Let's see what are options. What all options do we have? So in the access, you see, we can assign it to particular workspaces if needed. But since in the free edition we have only workspace, so it is already assigned. We can grant the permission to users. We can access the request for particular email, etc. We can also add some metadata information if needed. So once you have created and configured the catalog through UI, you will be able to see here in the Catalog Explorer. Databricks provide a default catalog, which is by the name Workspace. It contains default schema, and we can create objects inside that schema. So this is a default workspace that is provided by Databricks. But there is another option to create the catalog of our own. Okay, we can also rename this catalog. So let's say I want to make catalog one for each environment. So I'll just rename this one with dev. So as I mentioned, the catalog can be logically separating the data with respect to environments like dev, test, and prod. Now, inside catalog, in the hierarchy or in the 3-level namespace, we have schema. What is a schema? A schema is logical grouping of related data. For example, in dev, you can have customer data or transactions data. The most common use of schema is to create bronze, silver, and gold data. That is the medallion architecture, about which we will see in the subsequent videos. Schema helps us in organizing data within a catalog. Using the UI, we can create a schema of our own. So in the Catalog Explorer, when we are in our catalog, we have an option of create schema at the top right corner. Just we click here. Let's say I'm creating a schema called bronze sales. Okay. And let's just create this. So it has created a schema for us. And inside that schema, we can have multiple objects. So you can see in the UI itself, there are volume, table, model, metric view, etc. First of all, let us create a table and see how it looks. So for creating a table through UI, we'll need to drop one file here, which is in these formats. So let me drop a file here. I have a sales data ready. And you see, it already takes the catalog and schema, which we are into, and it shows you the sample data of that table. And you can just, if you want, you can rename the table. If I'm renaming the table name as sales sample Unity catalog. Let's create the table. So once the table is created, you will be able to see the details of that table in this Catalog Explorer UI itself. You can see the sample data and all the informations. So we have done this through UI purely. There was another option in the schema to create volumes. So what is a volume? Volume basically is a location which stores the file in Unity catalog. Okay. So understand it like a directory which holds files, and those files could be in structured or unstructured format. You can upload any kind of file in there, or you could upload images also there. So if we create a volume and we are giving managed volume, there is an option of external volume as well, but here we would need to give external location to our cloud. So now let us use the managed volume, because This is something that Databricks manages for us, and it will keep it in the default storage. So as you can see here, upload to volume. We have created a volume and there is an option to upload to a volume. So you see here, upload any file format to a volume up to 5 GB. You can upload any file format here. It is not compulsory to upload a structured data here. You can upload any kind of data and then you can use that data inside your code. Okay. So that's about Vault. So this is how we create everything using UI. We can also do similar thing in using the SQL query, like create catalog UCDev SQL, because I'm creating it through SQL. Just run this. It says okay. We can view the details of a catalog by saying describe catalog extended in catalog name. So it shows all the details of that catalog here. Okay, so this is another way of creating a catalog using SQL command. Inside this catalog, we can create a schema. You see schema SQL. You'll need to mention the catalog here, into which catalog you want this to be created. If you do not mention the catalog, this may go to the default one. Okay. So you can create the schema, and similarly, you can see the details of the schema by saying describe schema extended. Describe schema extended in catalog.schema. So you'll see the entire details of the schema as well. And finally, you can create object inside that schema. So like this, you can create, and whatever column names that you want to give, you can give in the create command. And similarly, we can create volume as well. Okay. So for creating an object, you'll need to give the entire 3-level namespace, that is catalog, schema, and that object name that you want to create. And all of these that we have created, we'll be able to see it here in the UI as well. That is UCDev SQL, UC schema, then we have created a table, then we have created a volume. Everything you'll be able to see. Okay. So that is how Unity Catalog manages and governs the data into Databricks account. One important thing to remember here, that the actual data does not live inside Unity Catalog. The data resides in the object, in the cloud object storage, such as S3, ADLS, or Google Cloud. And Unity Catalog stores and governs the metadata, permission, and access control, not the physical data itself. There is one more important thing to note before we close this video, that when creating catalog, schema, tables, or volumes, you can also attach external locations. Now, what does this mean? So while creating, we have selected use default storage. If we unselect it, we get an option to choose the external location. This means the cloud storage location used for managed tables and volumes in catalog. So whichever external location that we give, that will become the path for our managed tables and volumes. Okay, and if we do not specify the path, then it defaults to metastore root location. Okay, so even if we are creating a managed table and if we are not specifying the storage location, then it will go to default. And if we specify the storage location, then the managed table, the actual data of that managed table gets stored in that external location. Similarly, same is the case with schema. We can select storage location for the managed tables and volumes. If not specified, it will go to the default one. Okay, so in this video, we understood how Unity Catalog is structured from metastore to catalog to schema to tables and volumes, and how to create these objects using both UI and SQL. We also saw how 3-level namespace organize the data in clear and consistent way. But structure alone is not the full story. The real power of Unity Catalog lies in its governance capabilities. How it controls access, tracks data usage, and provide visibility across the platform. So in the next video, we will explore fine-grained access control, data lineage, and auditing. And that's where Unity Catalog truly becomes a governance engine. not just a metadata system. So see you guys in the next video. Until then, let's build something intelligent.